Alrighty, we should now be live. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here with another ICP matchup. We are going into week 8. This is the final matchup of the regular season. We are officially locked into playoffs. I think we were by through some correlation technicalities last week, but it's even more official now. We're currently on the year 5-2. We're on a 3-game winning streak. Winning today can potentially give us a chance, I believe, to go up to the... Nope. So right now we are currently the 4th seed. The Virginia Victini won their matchup. They're currently the 3 seed. So they're going to be 6-2, and they won with a +4 differential. So that means they're going to be 7 differential ahead of us. So even if I were to win this 6-0, we do have the tiebreaker over them, but they would have the first tiebreaker, which is differential, and they would have that over us. And so at best, I can finish is 4th. Currently, I believe the worst that I can finish on the flip side is potentially 6th, because there are 2 teams behind me that are both a game back. If we win this, we're locked in at 4. If we lose this, then it's going to come down to differential. We do have the tiebreaker over the Drunken Fist Decidui, but we have not played the Montebello Mexi. I don't know what the full name is. Montebello Mexica. We have not played them, which I believe is the commissioner. So our standings would be up depending on differential. Kind of want to win just so that doesn't become a factor, but we'll see what happens. Our opponent, the South Bend Snowflakes, need this win to have a shot at playoffs. If they lose, I believe they are out. So a lot on the line for them. Not as much for us, but I would like to win just to be solidly locked in at the 4 seed at worst. Plus finishing 6-2 on the year definitely feels very solid. Taking a look at the matchup, we are taking on Primarina, Clodsire, Iron Juglius, Hisuian Electrode, Hisuian Gudra, Kamala, Dashbun, Whiteear, and Bastiodon. Terra Captains, Hisuian Electrode, and Bastiodon. Electrode can go Electric, Fire, Ice. Bastiodon can go Steel, Fighting, Flying. A couple things that jump out to me. This is one of the first matchups we've had in a while where I do not have the fastest mons. Normally either Inteleon or Wugtrio just go hard. But Hisuian Electrode, not only does it resist both of their stabs, it is faster than them and hits them very hard, very back. So that is going to be something interesting to try and have to play around and see what we can do. In addition to that, we've got some interesting mons here. Clodsire, with its ability for Water Absorb, is something to be cautious of. It does get also Unaware, so just something to be aware of. But outside of that, Bastiodon is going to be their main defensive threat, especially on the physical side. Other than that, I feel like we can play around some of these things, so we're kind of going with a little bit more of a physical threat this week. So taking a look at the team, we are bringing Wugtrio. Wugtrio is going to be Focus Sash. If I can keep hazards off, I feel like it could potentially be a bit of an interesting late game play. Getting both Aqua Jet and Sucker Punch depending on the situation, but we're just going to try and do Triple Dive, go to town. If they happen to run a Rocky Helmet one, that'll be interesting. I haven't brought in too many physical threats this year, so we'll see if they do that. But we're running Gooey, Focus Sash, and so maybe late game potentially can go into some different interesting positions. Choice Band Scizor. In general, Bullet Punch goes hard here. Their resists to it are Hisuian Gudra and Hisuian Electrode. Hisuian Electrode could potentially Terra out if it goes Ice, but I don't think that it will in this case. I feel like Terra Electric or Fire. Terra Electric I think makes the most sense. But outside of that, we've also got U-Turn just for momentum if we say come in and want to try and scout things, whatever it may be. Ambipom is going to be one of our big threats here, I feel. We're doing our Terra Normal Fake Out set. It does get low kicked because we do have a Hisuian Gudra and a Bastiodon to potentially look out for, but outside that, we are going to be rocking some last resort shenanigans and try and have that go to work. standard Oricorio set, we are giving it defog. I do want to try and keep hazards off since we're not bringing a grounded poison, because T-spikes from Clodsire can be very annoying. Appleton, we're going Terra Grass, but I don't anticipate us using it. We're going Apple Acid, Dragon Pulse, and Light Screen. Covert Cloak is mainly in case they try to say go Clodsire on us as a way to deal with it. Apple Acid lowers Clodsire stats, so we don't have to worry about Unaware. But I'm worried about potentially Poison Touch, Poison Jab as a possibility, just to potentially kind of play around. Some of the secondary effects, Kamala trying to say do body slams for para hacks, we want to try and limit that. Flinch hacks from the Iron Juglist, things like that are realistically the big reason why I'm going Covert Cloak. Not the biggest threat, not the biggest factor, but it was one of those, decided to go with it. And then we are going Mudsdale, we're going Assault Vest because if needed, Earthquake can go hard here. It's just that some of the Mons that I needed to potentially deal with, such as Hisuian Electrode, does get, grass type moves that can become annoying. So realistically here, the big thing that we're going to be spamming is Earthquake and maybe Smackdown if I'm predicting Iron Juglius to come in, because then Earthquake is just free. But that's what we're running with. I'm going to let my opponent know that we are set and ready. Alright. Before I do that, let me go to the Poke Portal and get ready, so that way once they're ready, we can both just hit search. Alright, but we're going into it. We'll see how it does. Like I said, if we lose, not the end of the world. I know that there is currently one coach that's rooting for us to lose because they want a rematch, and that is our opponent from last week. I think it's Wreck-It Mike. I can't blame him. I still feel a little dirty about how that match went. I don't like a lot of the, Stally sets, but that Appleton set just worked really good against their team, and I went into it sooner than I was expecting to, and it went a lot further than I thought. I thought it was going to be potentially a limited play, but it ended up doing a full sweep, so they said they wanted to play me again, and if I lose and I'm not in the top 4, then they get to pick their matchup. So I know they're rooting against me just for that revenge, so it'll be interesting to see. But taking a look at it, they do have Primarina, they do have Clodsire, Iron Juglius, okay, Hisuian Electrode, anticipated all those, Hisuian Gudra, and then they've got Dash Bun. So no Kamala, no Bastiodon, and no Wydeer. Those are all A-okay with me. Hey Zulia, sorry, this stream I don't have the sound effects set up for. So it's going to trigger, but it's not going to actually play anything at the moment. Okay. Terrafire Hisuian Electrode might make an appearance here, just because it is going to be their best answer for Scizor. They do have the Gudra, which does get Flamethrower, so could potentially see that come out there. But we're just going to lead Ambipom and see what they do. They led the Gudra. I thought that might happen. That was one Mon that I was kind of hoping wouldn't, because it gets gooey, and I don't want to deal with that. We're going to play this safe. I feel like going Mudsdale is the best move here, because this could be Covert Cloak, and I don't want to deal with that. This could be Thunder Wave that could be popping off here. I don't want to have Ambipom just get absolutely destroyed like that, so we're going to play it safe. And we're just going to go hard into Mudsdale, because that is not something I want. But imagine he's trying to tell you to execute the Ace Dooku style. I'm going to try. Zulia, by the way, I ended up getting my new D-backs jersey in. I'm actually really a fan of this black and teal style that they've been running. Okay, we got Mudsdale coming in. They go Draco. This is going to hurt, but we should be okay. That's going to raise our defense. I'm gonna try and go for a prediction here. We're gonna go SmackDown. I feel like Iron Jugulis comes in here, and I want to try and make that read. We'll see. They do swap out. Feeling better about that. Also, real quick, let me get a read on how much Draco's doing. They go pre-Marina. And pre-Marina is leftovers, okay. Make note of a couple things. Ooh. How much did you do to 35? Okay. You did 42%, so you are at least got some major investment. Are you killing me? Yes, you are. Front Arena is just too free here for them. We're gonna go Appleton. I don't like it. They've got me in a bad spot. If they went Moonblast, then good on them. They went Psychic Noise. Interesting. Doesn't really do a whole lot to me there. So I think your Liquid Voice ability, Liquid Voice, because that would explain the damage, because you barely did 6%. You're not killing me here. Honestly, we're going to go Light Screen. Oh, we get it! Nice. Alright, so we get Light Screen up. That's perfect. Because now Moonblast is not doing as much. Now they go for the Moonblast. A-okay there. We're going Apple Acid. This is going to hurt. Ooh. Okay. Check status. Okay, I think we go Recover here because I don't think they stay in. And I don't think they go Psychic Noise because they can't really afford to. They go Flip Turn. That's gonna do hardly anything. If they go Clodsire here, I think this is going to be a bit of an interesting position. They go Electrode. Interesting. Well, maybe we can get them to reveal their Terra here, because if they are Terra Ice, we're going to eat this really well. I'm just going to go Apple Acid again in case they go Volt Switch. They go Protect. They're stalling out. There's a lot of Protect Bonds. Interesting. We're just going to go Apple Acid again. They can't afford to go Primarina hard on this. And they can't afford to do it as a Volt Switch either. Appleton putting in some big work right now. Alright. So they go for the Terra here. They are Terra Ice. They go for the Terra Blast. I figured that was coming. We should eat this. Yep. Alright, so light screen wore off, so with the light screen we went down to 327, so they did 23% damage. So that means they're doing about 46. We're getting light screen back up again. But if this goes down, anything not scarfed, we all of a sudden have the speed advantage. Maybe I should have gone for an attack, we'll see. But I should be able to live, and then live another hit and recover, barring a crit. If a crit happens, we're kind of just screwed. They go for the Volt Switch. Perfect. I feel like what makes the most sense here is if they were to go dash on Daspun. Yep. What is Play Rough doing to us? It's not killing, but it's doing a lot more than I like here. And let me just double check something, because I want to say when I made this. Yeah, there was nothing that really scared me in terms of Oricorio. They could go... We'll go Mudsdale. We will go Mudsdale, just in case they are running Thunder Wave for the Oricorio swap. But Oricorio can kind of deal with this semi-well. Yeah, it's immune to our fire attack. Okay, they go Play Rough. We're just going to go Earthquake here. They stay in, but we're just going to click Earthquake. But if they go Iron Jugulis, we should be able to hit them with at least a Stone Edge because we're Assault Vest and the light screen's up. I don't think even a Hurricane's killing us. But we're just going for the Earthquake. We've shown Smackdown, so if they go Iron Jugulis, that would be a big read. They go Primarina. This is going to get some big damage off. And that's a crit. I don't know if that would have mattered, though. Let's see. We know it's got investment on one side. Yeah, that unless they were very much invested, that would not have mattered. So that helps a little bit. If they had a ton of investment, then that's one thing, but I don't think that they did. At least not enough to live that. But that is huge. Because that was a Mon that just... It put in work against us, to say the least. Okay. Yeah, this is a tough spot for them because thanks to... They go Clodsire. Alright. We're just going to Earthquake here. No resist. They just Another crit? Ooh. That one might have mattered. Maybe not. They weren't a resist berry. So they would have needed to be max for that one to have mattered, which is absolutely possible. I've run that Clodsire type set many times. That also could have just been a sack to try and stall out because they are afraid of our light screen, which I believe is gone now. No, we've got one more turn of light screen. Let's see, we got hit by one play rough. Draco Meteor, you are at the very least, let's assume modest. With light screen up, you're not killing us. 145. So we're gonna Earthquake here. They go Draco, but I don't think that's gonna kill. Yeah, not with light screen up. No berry resist. And not enough bulk to live that. Mudstail just putting in work, my goodness. But now, Ambipom just goes hard here. They're gonna kill us here. Light screen's gone. Terra Blast will murder, but Mudstail has put in more than enough work here. Okay. Electro, Terra Blast. The worst they can do is go for a T-Wave against us, but that's okay. We're going for the big time fake out here. If they don't have defensive investment, this could just kill. It's looking at doing 68 to 80%. But Ambipom looks to be in a really good spot here. They win Protect. That's a good bring there. We're gonna go low kick here. They hard swap out. This is where it's gonna get interesting. They go into Daspun. We did next to nothing there. We might not kill here, but they're probably gonna go Body Press, but Last Resort here is still going to do an absolute ton. The Rocky Helmet, okay. So this will pick up the kill. They went Fire Fang. They might have expected me to go into Scizor there. Alright, what am I sitting at? 91. Hisuian Electrode. They're probably just going to do Volt Switch. Which is essentially guaranteed to kill. I'm okay with sacking Ambipom. They go Leaf Storm. That's their last move. Interesting. Does Scizor just win this now? Bullet Punch, potentially 2-hit KOs. Yeah, I mean, either way. They either have to sack this, and then Wugtrio becomes a pain. I think Scizor Bullet Punch just kind of cleans up from here. Oh, interesting. They stay in, Steel Resist, not going to be enough. Terra Ice. Yeah, they would have needed some investment and to be healthier to live that, because without the berry we're doing 100 to 200 damage. Alright, they are booster energy. Speed, okay. That's not going to matter to us because they need to... They're probably going to flamethrower, but we're going to get enough damage here. Over half. They go flamethrower, this will kill. Yep. All right. And we're going to go triple dive. Because, I mean, even if they had... Oh, they have to go for the flinch. They don't get it. Triple dive hits. Oh, does it do the animation for all three? That's annoying. We were Focus Sash anyway, so even if they would have, say, gotten a crit or anything like that, we would have lived, and then I could have Aqua Jetted if need be. But that's going to do it. We are going to win 3-0. Overall, feeling good about it. That does give us solidly 4th place in the division, which means we get to pick our opponent. We just get the last opponent available. So 6-2 on the year, though. Feeling really good about that. Even if we were to lose in an early round of the playoffs, I feel really good about the season overall. To my opponent, good game, good matchup. I thought Primarina was going to be the pain there. I got lucky with that Protect with the light screen. That put in absolute work for me because it just allowed me to be threatening with the Appleton. And it did a lot there, and then it just let Mudsdale kind of come in. I don't believe the first crit mattered. That second one, if you had defensive investment, then that Clodsire would have... you needed it a lot, but that Clodsire could have lived. If that was the case, I do apologize. I hate when that happens, but good game. And all in all, it's been a great regular season. We will see you guys next week in the playoffs. Take care, everyone.